breakfast, eat my baby for dinner. Had to switch up the methods, we don't hang with pretenders. I'm the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, yeah. Say the city yet again, here I come, yeah. Vigilante on the rise, why is it surprising? They throw agents at your boy to keep the fix divided. Frequent flyer and I always preach to fly united. Niggas be so scared to fail, that's why they keep it quiet. God flow, I know you hear it, Rock a pioneered it. Gave me the wheel, then a nigga had the power steer it. Steady faking, what you making, ain't no power near it. I bet this on your radio as soon as power hear it. Yeah, I wear my cape real loose sleeves, on in 2, 3, ooh wee, I'm getting new cheese. Bruh, cowabunga on a routine, that's a true thing, routine, I made a new scene. Under gray clouds, city lights, 40 days, 40 nights. It could be a short life, not a long one, when you coming from where I'm from. Man, this shit feel like Gotham. Yeah, yeah. Man, this shit feel like Gotham. Yeah, yeah. Man, this shit feel like Gotham. Yeah. Man, this shit feel like Gotham. Look, why you never listen? I've been had the vision. Martin Luther me, dreaming about the riches. I'ma need the rings, I'ma go the distance. Do it for my team, bitch, it's my religion. Yo girl is some Christian, she ain't even Christian. They all want a bad boy when they see the piston. I'm all in my feelings, I might need a minute. I might have to pivot, I might need a digit. I learned lessons from decisions, lessons from decisions. Niggas think you stupid, they be fucking tripping. Hit them with precision, I don't fucking miss them. Keep them at a distance, I don't fucking miss them. Under gray clouds, city lights, 40 days, 40 nights. It could be a short life, not a long one, when you coming from where I'm from. Man, this shit feel like Gotham. Yeah, yeah. Man, this shit feel like Gotham. Yeah, yeah. Man, this shit feel like Gotham. Yeah. Man, this shit feel like Gotham. Man, this shit feel like Gotham.
Hello,
Oh.
ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. We're back again. We have a game this time. One of the teams is not going to forfeit. They're not going to disband the moment before we start. We have two teams. We've dropped down a division, but we've still got a game for tonight. This is now going to be the Villians Esports versus Qrackedteam in this best of three. We're looking to have some fun here. And it's going to be Qrackedteam's first game ever. They forfeited last week, so they didn't get a chance to play. Villians Esports lost their first game 2-1 to Swinburne Black, so a pretty close one there. They'll be hoping to switch it around this time and Slough. Well, here we go. Round 2. Hopefully this one goes to plan. You never know these days.
No, if I had a pair of drumsticks just trying to get us to see if the lobby starts, I would be like rap-a-tap-tapping on my desk right now, honestly. It's like you're playing mind games with everyone watching just to see if you actually get into the game to start off with. And there we are. We are in. And there's 20 seconds left on this first round setup clock.
Yes, that is. Well, I'm assuming that is true because I'm not actually in the game. I'm sitting in the loading screen. Well, not even the loading screen. I'm just in the custom game bit. So that's very cool.
I'll take care of first.
That means Slayer,
anyway,
of course, can take the action for this first.
We have a B push. No, sorry, A. Yeah, I was right the first time. We have an A push coming out from the attacker's side this time around. Some flash coming out into that early, but there is a 3 versus 5 coming up. But that's a very nice first 2 picks coming out from the attacker's side. And Quacked gets that first plant going down. Omen still on that site, and the Rays are pushing that Reyna right out of that corner. 3 versus 5 situation we have ourselves in right here, ladies and gentlemen, for our first round of the night. Killjoy taking that corner around, but Shin gets that kill down, and Young gets that frag right back. Young again! What a nasty flank he's got himself onto. But there we go. Will it last for long? No, it won't. Senor Pepe from the Qrackedteam team does take down Young. But will that Omen take anything else out? And yes, he will. He's trying to find that second one onto the point. Just that Sova isn't enough. But that is it. Senor Pepe does take down Scuba Steve for that last pick of round 1.
Yeah, no, pretty well played there in the end from the boys on Crack. It was pretty simple, just to push down through mid over towards that A site. They get the 2 early picks, bomb down from there. It's really difficult for Villians Esports to try and get back in towards that one there. But they managed to get away with it. And now we're moving on to round number 2. It's going to be pretty much a Villain not buying much into this round. A save here, Shorty onto Young. That's about it though, and they've all stacked towards the wrong side. They're on A, and already Nelvy's pushing through to see if he can maybe cope on the flank, and Under's been pushing with him. He's going to pick up Farah, 5v4 situation. He dashes in to try and pick up that pistol. Will go down, but Young will pick up another. Sad Girl is going down here. Frenzy from Platypus will make it a 3v3. Still, though, not a bad round here so far. That Molotov is going to push out. Snaggle. Nelvy gets taken out by Platypus. Oh, the Frenzy. It is an overpowered gun at the moment, many would say. The run and shoot, and you'll hit someone in the head eventually as the bomb now heading towards the A site. And now just a 1v3 situation. The Omen, only man left here for Villians Esports, as Pepe will put down the bomb. 47 seconds in, make that 46 as it goes down, and you would assume this round is over. Possibly push in through top mid, see if he might be able to pick up a couple here. But overall looking like it's going to be a second round here for Quacked Esports. Pepe checking his camera back towards the B site, see if maybe our good man left himself over there. Looking around back and forth, the Scuba Steve moving in towards mid. The smoke there from Brim, though, means that he's not going to be able to do much there. Let's out of smoke of his own as he starts to push through it. He sees Bay up towards Heaven, but that's all he's going to see until he's met in the face with a couple of bullets there. And then it's going to be round number 2, Cracked. Off to a good start, 2-0. A bit fluffed there. It was a bit iffy against that eco round, but overall, they'll take that second round, as it's going to be the first buy round now for both teams.
Man, I feel bad for Scuba Steve. That's the second time he's been left in a very disadvantageous situation. Like, both rounds now, he's just been left alive as that last player. You know, it just comes to see, like, how much of that 1vx situation you can really just put yourself down into for one day. But look at that raise nade. Takes down a little chunk of Mini Pharaoh's health there. And that flash as well. Senor Pepe does take down Young for what essentially feels like free there. But you know what else is free? The B site, with Senor Pepe also getting that plant down. They do hear the shots coming out from Nelvi, trying to take down that Sage wall that has been planted right in their way. Now, that smoke goes, and there goes Mini Pharaoh as well, with Undreamt still taking out another player from the side. Left Platypus and VE Snaggle taking out some other players as well. The Sad Girl takes out Nelvi, and Left Platypus takes that down to a 2v1, taking that headshot down onto Undreamt Spoon. Snaggle left last way under sight, but that is all he's going to be. Dead 6 feet under that sight, as Sad Girl left on what feels like nothing, taking that round out once again for Qracked.
Yeah, and also, I mean, Qracked almost got too aggressive there on that push. The 5v4 situation after plant. Couple went down to 4v3 there in their disadvantage, but they managed to pull it back. They make that 3-0 now. Also the gun round as well, meaning that they're going to have plenty of utility on their side moving into round number 4. It's just the pistols over here for Villain Esports. We've got 3 Sheriffs and a Frenzy. A couple of armors there on Underspoon and Scuba Steve. It looks like sort of an A split could be coming into contact here with the Brim. And also looking towards that mid position as Snaggle. He's stuck in here to one side. He's going to put out the flash. And also, just hold the back of him. But Pepe's going to pick up Scuba Steve first. And now the push might be coming in. The enemy's revealed as well. The jet ult popped. Over on the side of Villain Esports. Not going to get anything done there, though. Spooners. Mary Farrow picks him up. 5v3 situation. And now the A push really does begin. Also, the Phoenix popped ult as well as now Villain. They just need to sort of hang back as much as possible. That raise wall, I should say that Sage wall, it's going to help enormously from any pushes coming in from the front there as Bay picks up Young. And now 5v2 really doesn't look like they can do too much here. Snaggle up towards Heaven. I mean, in this situation, you're basically just hoping you might be able to pick up a couple of exits or go crazy with a few things as gives Nelby a chance to push in, but he's not. Well, he actually picks up Bays. He pushes in towards Lamps. There's a fantastic shot. And now the Vandal picked up, and Nelby's picked up another one here. 3v2 gets the spray in again. Sadgirl will take him down, though, and now Snaggle left in the 1v3. The Sheriff in hand. Bomb ticking down. He might try and get that Vandal and just get the hell out of there. Instead, he decides to commit to it. He will pick up one more in Sad Girl. That is all he will get, though. Senor Pepe takes him down and gives us 4 rounds to Qracked on this attacking half. It's looking good so far.
Absolutely. Look, Villain Esports, they just need to get that foot holding that they're just scraping past, you know. It's just getting that, it's just finding out Qracked's play, pushing past it, finding those little quacks that they've got in their play there. That it's not looking like it's going to... It is looking like it's going to be an uphill battle for that. Another big 5-player push going into B site this time. With Young and Nelby on the site. While the rest of the players are sitting pretty on A site. The light rotation does come past with all the players coming back onto the site. Jilm Bay takes out Young that's sitting right in that backline. His ult already left the building. Snaggle taking down Jen Bay as well, trying to find that second one. Senor Pepe does take out Super Steve, and Undreamt hits, and 2 players in the site. Looking for that last one in Qracked. It is now a 3v1, but Killjoy does get that detain onto Left Platypus and ends off the round. Finally, Villains Esports, you've got your round you're looking for. Let's steamroll forward some more.
Yeah, good hold in the end there. I mean, Qracked, they got the opening kill using that Phoenix ult. They couldn't capitalize from there, unfortunately, and just good picks all around, keeping out the back there. Managed to get those ones done, and well, maybe a bit of a ball rolling, sitting at 1-4 as we move into round number 6. Both teams still going to be able to buy here. Pharaoh doesn't actually have a gun by the looks of things. He's just got a classic. I don't know if one might have been dropped or he's... maybe they're just realising he didn't grab anything. As he now pushes his ult out near Farena, as also the Brim ult coming out as well. And towards that player. And Platypus will actually pick up Snaggle with that ult. So it's a 5v4 and they're pushing straight on towards this side. Pharaoh, he's looking towards bathrooms. He knows the Jet's there, but Spoon is going to take him down. Get it better. The plant, meanwhile, does get put down. Scuba Steve will pick up Sergel though. And now a 4v3 retake. And Young is going to pick up Bay. Now things become increasingly hard here for Quack to try and hold this. Pepe will get one, but Platypus has gone down. 3v1 situation. They know exactly where he is as well. Young trying to push in towards their Spoon will pick up another. Going crazy on that Jet with a 3k, and it's going to be 2 rounds in a row there for Villain Esports. They pick it up. And looking pretty nice there. Again, they lost the early battle. They lose a player, but then they manage to fight back, and they take round number 6.
At this point, if they take another round in a row here, is it just that Quacked got a little bit cocky and now, you know, they're starting to feel a little bit like, ah, come on, we can do this, just not doing it, you know. I've had this in multiple games before. It's just like you start off with flying colors, then you make a mistake, and then it gets into your head. Let's hope that that's not what is happening here with Quacked. And we'll see some more extra strong plays coming out from that team as well. Some shots already ringing out onto B as Young is almost caught out there. The camera is out onto B from Senor Pepe. They see some more, but there it is. Young gets that frag onto Senor. Their Cypher is now out of the game for now. And Young gets that frag back into Pharaoh, telling him, you're not allowed to kill my teammates without some punishment. Young Bay gets undreamt Spoon as well, trying to get right onto that site. Snaggles thinking there's someone behind that box, but I'll tell you now, buddy, there is not. Young trying to push in. Scuba Steve, though, from that front, trying to get that. Oh, Young on that side. Tries to get Platypus, but runs out of ammo while he's trying to get down Sad Girl. But Snaggle picks up the frag just as the bomb almost goes back from that point of no return.
Yeah, and another good round there, retake there from Villain. They've seemed to just want to give up sites at this point. They're not too fast with allowing the bomb to go down here from Quacked. And I mean, that's fine because at the moment they're really being able to utilize a lot of their abilities after the fact because Quacked are using a lot of their own early on to try and get into the site. They don't have as much when it comes to defending that bomb plant. And that's why they've lost the last 3 in a row. And they still find themselves with enough money to buy. Operator onto Spoon now. That's always trouble, especially on the defensive half.
Cover going out.
Well, it looks like the team is set up pretty much everywhere at the moment. Bit of a split here towards A and B. We'll look to see most likely who can get a pick where. Then they might decide on their next foray forward. Pharaoh towards the Bay there. The Bay, he's going to pick up Snaggle towards the B side. Still 2 players left there. Another rotate might come in, so they're hoping they might have pulled someone away from 8. They actually haven't, but Pharaoh, he's swinging in. He's not expecting anyone there. Is Spoon, and there goes the operator down on the ground. He's also going to pick up Scuba Steve as well. A lovely double kill completely opens up this A side, and now the Killjoy and Rays moving in as Bay waiting in this corner. I don't think Young 1K is going to be ready for it. Bay picks up 2. Nelby goes down as well on a flawless round there and a good comeback from Quacked Esports. 5-3 after 8.
Man, even though these guys are such a new roster, being the first time they are playing together, it is... they are doing absolute work, I'll say that now. And looking at these ults up on each side and the eco as well, it does look like Quacked is in a much better position than Villains with 3 ults up and using one of those right out of the bat. Is he going to be able to catch one with it as well? No, he doesn't. Just missing the head of Snaggle there, pushing straight out, trying to get anything else with his ult before it completes. Nothing ends up being pulled there. There you go, but Big Sad Girl takes out Undreamt. The wall just a miss there. Scuba Steve, last one on site, trying to find something, trying to find some play, but that play he finds is death. Left Platypus knowing exactly where one of those last two players are, trying to get that frag, and he does finish off getting it, and Senor Pepe finishes off the round with a nice headshot onto Nelvi.
And that really hurts Villain Esports. Not only is their cash completely gone now, they're most likely going to be half buying, if anything. So it still could force the full buy, not going to have as much utility, you would imagine, as gun-wise, especially on their side. But it just builds up the cash now for Qrackedteam Esports. They are looking very nice here. I mean, lowest at the moment is 5.7 on Bait. And he's also sitting at the top of the leaderboard, so he's got plenty more to give there. And as you can see, got the two SMGs, got a Judge, Frenzy, and a Classic over on the side of Villains. So you're hoping they can pick something up here. And they've done the A stack again. Or I should say the 3-stack. Actually, might have blind you there. It's Bay pushing in early. He's going to pick up Spoon. Pepe as well will pick up Nelvi. Young will be able to trade that one at least. Now has to be careful of Pharaoh pushing in back from long from B. As now Quack sort of deciding where they want to go at this point. Sago does have the revive here if they want to save that one as well, as Platypus and Pharaoh, well, completely deciding this round, and Girl is also going to get Pepe back up. Scuba Steve now pushing in through that smoke. Bay was aware it might be happening, flicks onto Scuba Steve's head. And well, that is going to be round number 7 here for the side of Quack. It went 4, it went 3 in a row, and now it's been 3 in a row now to Quack. As we move on to round number 11.
Yeah, round number 11, and it is looking a little bit dire on terms of eco once again for Villain Esports, especially when you look at that minimum of 7,600 with a player even, I think, on the eco cap as well, 9,000 being that Sage for the...
And you can never have too much cash, that's for sure.
Absolutely, no, yeah, share it around even. That's the best part about this game. Buy up some games, buy up some guns, sorry, throw them around. Yeah, you know, you've got yourself a little party with some fireworks in the back of your rifle. But it is looking like Quack are trying to still find their way into some kind of crevice that Villain Esports lets them through. This little bit of a waiting game is definitely deafening for the side of Villain Esports, trying to figure out where the hell is Quack coming from. Are they going to be coming from A, B? What is happening? But there we go. There it is. The first catch out from Bay. Onto Super Steve and onto Undreamt Spirit as well. Getting that double headshot straight into that Fragger class, giving him that name. But here we go. Snaggle. Here's that bomb go down. The wall is up. There's nothing much you can do there, buddy. The concuss comes out. But catches nothing. What's he going to do with that concuss anyway? There's a wall in the way. But that Rainer ult as well. Mini Pharaoh takes Snaggle out. The last player that was on A to start off with. Now the last two players have rotated all the way from B. And Senor Pepe takes out Nelvi just out of the blue. Now Young. What are they going to do here? Is it going to be the exit frags? Is it they're going to try and take that holy 5k out of nowhere? But there it is, the exit frag starting off with Bay. That man has just been taking heads left, right, and center, and also with the head of Pharaoh as well to take that off, taking just a little bit of the cash from the side of Qracked. But it is the last round and a half. It's not going to do anything. And Villain Esports are left with a forced save round. Forced buy. It looks just like a save. That
yeah, buy what you can. It's a clearance sale for this last round. Literally anything they can get their hands on Villain. And you would notice there towards that A side, they tried to stack that with 4 people to begin with. That's where they've been having trouble. The wall from the bomb plant, that every time it's gone down, they just haven't been able to hold that one. I'm surprised that Cracked are going towards B, because it's the one side they've sort of struggled with defending. They've gotten the bomb down a few times there. They're not going to get anything, of course. Cypher and also the Phoenix pushing up towards long. The Spoons pop their ultimate. Need to pick up a couple here. It's just a wait and play game at the moment. The Phoenix ult is popped. As Bay pushing on towards the side. If he can pick up one or two here, that's exactly what he's after. He'll get one. Young goes down. He won't be able to find anything else there, but that's all they need. They need that early pick to try and push in. The Killjoy ult going down as well as Spoon, not quite hitting the blades there, unfortunately. Dashes back in. Cypher's not ready for it. Pepe goes down. That's a big kill. He might be able to stop the bomb plant. He doesn't quite pick around the corner in time, and Farah is watching that. Snuggle, though, picks up 2 before he's taken down as well. In 2v2 situation. Scuba Steve, this is huge. The Judge, he can finish off the round here. He takes down Farah. He takes down Bay. Scuba Steve comes alive in the final round and gets a much-needed 4th round here for Villain Esports. 4-8 to end the half, and well, that's flanked around long. And the Judge, it's just that potent. You get close with a shotgun, and surprise supplies, you will take him down.
Switching sides.
Not the greatest heart there for Villain, but they can try and turn this around the attack. Slayer, pretty good so far if you're a Quacked Esports fan.
Absolutely. Quacked Esports is ahead, behind. That doesn't sound right. Hold on.
Qrackedteam. Well, you hope we'll...
Quacked is in front.
Yes, there it
My
is.
tab
That's
just
correct. He's got it.
hasn't. Yep, my
Also, I
tab
don't know
hasn't
what I've been
updated, and
calling
my
them
head
Qrackedteam
went like
Esports.
loopsy, man.
I mean, if they could be Qrackedteam Esports, so it just says Qrackedteam. But I mean, they're pretty good. Like 8-4. We'll give them the esports rank if they win the map, and the esports professionals if they win the series, maybe.
Professionals, mate. You know, it's all
Just
down
the best
to
in the business.
professionals. Best of the best, you know.
Interesting to see how Sad Girl uses that wall, because it's been pretty prominent so far this game.
There's that little bit of a hint of a B push that Big Sad Girl's been looking for just for a second there. But that's all it takes is just that second. Bay sitting pretty on the site. Snaggle pushing hard and fast, but does get taken out by Senor Pepe. Trying to push Founds to site a little bit more. Big Sad Girl is in the backline, healing up just a little bit from getting tagged. While the Bay is in that corner, has been seen by the likes of the team, but left Platypus. What a denial of the A push there. That little bit of a split, definitely. No siree, I don't want that there. But Scuba Steve and Young are taking out the rest of the A players. But there we go, Mini Farah, are you able to take it out? Sees one of them, knows exactly where that plant's going down, but they also know where they're coming from. Young gets that kill out, but Senor Pepe comes from high ground as well, trying to find just a little bit of something. That spy cam comes out, and Young gets the frag onto Bay, but Senor Pepe drops down, and Young falls defending the diffuser with their life. The score, now 9-4.
And a really good play there from Young in the end. Tried their hardest to try and get it done. Unfortunately, they did the one push over towards B. Nothing came of it. Just slightly too slow pushing back towards that A site. If they maybe saved one more player for that final battle, you could have given that over to them, but all credit there to Cracked. They take them down and extend that advantage 9-4. Now this is where Villain Esports, it starts to become worrying, as both teams getting ready for round number 14 here. It's going to be the Phoenix pushing up early through here, as it seems it might be a push over towards this B again. So numbers over here early. They've got the Jet heading over towards the A side to see if they can pick up any info as well. Okay, looking to try and flash around the corner. If he does, he's got a few waiting for him there, but he's going to get taken down. Snaggle will get rid of him, and now it's just Pepe left on the side as the rotate starts to come in. If they push in early here, they might actually have a chance, but they do slow down slowly. Pepe, he might actually push through this smoke. They're not ready for it. He'll take down one, but now he'll get another. Spoon responds on a Pharaoh as well on 4v2. This Force Fire has come alive here as they continue pushing towards this side. Scared Girl will pick up one, but Spoon immediately trades back, and they know the Brim is left on this side, but Spoon loses him for a second as the rotate, though, has already started to go into A. Scuba Steve will be able to get this bomb down. 50 seconds on the clock, and he can plant out in the open as well, and it means it's really hard stuff here for the Brim coming in to try and take this one away. Just the one smoke left, and that will go towards Heaven. And the Killjoy waiting back towards the mid side there. There's Platypus making his way on to this A site. Does have the Molotov as well, so if he could Molotov off mid if he gets the pick here, making noise. And that should be Scuba knowing where he's coming from. He sees him for a second, he manages to get around the corner, gets picked on the bomb, gets the spray in, but won't be able to take him down. Scuba Steve will get that one, and Villain Esports, they respond 5-9 after 14. They get the round that they needed. Still, it looks like it'll be full buys you would expect across the board for both teams. Whether or not they're going to have all the utility, though, remains to be seen.
No, and that is such a prominent part of this game as well, the utility. And that's what a lot of people do forget as well. You know, if you don't play the game and you're just watching it, you also have to buy your utility as well, and that sets you back easily. Start the round, but the round's already up in the favor of Qracked. Nelvi has already taken down 2 players from the side of Villains Esports. This is not looking like it's going to be a very nice round for Villains. Another one taken out by Pharaoh, and Young perks around that corner and takes back the life of their comrade. Pushing onto this now free A site is Villain Esports. What a push, what a quick start to the round. That's the word I'm looking for, quick.
Spike planted.
They pushing around into the bathrooms and takes out Scuba, who wasn't expecting anything from that angle. But Nelvi now knows they're probably behind in this situation. Young takes out Bay, and Senor is last alive. But Young, again, taking out Senor Pepe for that 3K.
Yeah, a good round in the end. I mean, Young really is holding this team together quite well over on the side of Villain Esports. They've been getting the kills, and that's exactly what they need at the moment. 6-9 now after 15. And 2 rounds in a row here on the attack means that it's going to be just bringing it back closer and closer. And there'll be Scuba and Snaggle. If they can start getting some kills on the board as well, it will go a long way to try and bring this one back. 2 ultimates ready on both teams as well as we get this round underway. Now we're picking up towards mid, gets that early spray in, and that little spray is going to mean the Sage Wall will go up immediately. Platypus holding that off angle, and Spoon is not ready for that at all. Gets taken down, and Cracked will say, thank you very much, mother, for the chickens. We'll take those every day of the week. A nice round like that. Also smoking off bathrooms as Bay. He's pushed up towards mid. If he's ready for this one, he might be able to pick up 1. You wouldn't think he gets 2, but he gets 1. Oh, he almost gets the second as well. Nelvi will take him down. They do know where Spike is, and Nelvi is low on 30 HP. It becomes, well, do you hold on A or do you start pushing? And they've started pushing off here at Villain Esports as Pepe. He's the only one left on side, but he's about to be joined by the rest of his team. Whether they get there in time remains to be seen. This push up long now is going straight in here. Pepe sitting in the back of the side. He could rip this to pieces. He sees 1. He gets 1 there onto Young K. Stops the bomb plan as well. We'll do the uplink. Doesn't even need it in the end, so kind of a waste. Won't be too happy with that, but Sad Girl picks up the final player in Scuba, and that is round number 10. A very convincing hold there from Qracked, and now Villain find themselves in a bit of trouble with their money.
Yeah, and that's it. With that, all their funds gone as well. There's not too much like you can hope for against a full armor, no holds back on the side of Qracked Esports. But we still do see one of those Vandals coming out from Young. So is Young going to be able to take this up? But nice tag coming out straight away. Trying to get a second one, but he just can't do it. Undrem just missing the frag there. But Young Bay gets 3. And there we go. Senor Pepe takes out one of those last 2 pesky remainders. And with the Reyna ult up, it is only Nelvi on the long, trying to find something, but Mini Pharaoh just stops that from happening whatsoever. And the defenders take round 17, bringing the score to 11-16.
Now here comes the pivotal point. If Villain want to stay in this map, they need to make sure they at least pick up this round to keep the ball rolling. They will at least be able to buy into this one more than they did into that round. It was just pistols mostly. Also saw the rush there from Spoon, trying to see if he could pick up just predicting where the ult from the first bit would have actually happened. Doesn't unfortunately get it up as Farah. He's gone very early, and he's gone past the wall. I don't think they're going to expect that. The Boombot though might see that he goes back and forth. Farah, he's in such a big spot. If they're not aware of this, unless that bot, oh, it's going to reveal his position now. He sends out the blind. It's going to be enough. It will. He gets Young and gets away with it as well, managing to blink out as Bay. He's already cleared out B long here, and he's going to hear possibly these footsteps from the breach going back, but he also might have missed them. He knows they're coming through CT, but now he's behind. And here becomes the problem as Farah picks up another onto Spoon, is that they have absolutely no idea he's behind. They do have an open B site, though. So it really comes down to when he plants when the bomb goes down. It's a Killjoy. Oh, actually it's going to make them well, it's going to keep them out. So the bomb will be able to go down. 40-odd seconds on the clock. Turret set up. And Bay, well, he's gathered all that info. Unfortunately, does give it up slightly as Platypus, though. He's already pushed in, and if the breach pushes that angle, it could come back to haunt him. Bay goes around the corner, picks up Nelvi, and Platypus picks up Snaggle. It seems looking to do that flash. The blind from Scuba is the omen. He will be able to get Platypus, but now they know exactly where he is. Just throw everything at him, but Scuba, he's not going down without a fight. He'll pick up Senor Pepe. Unfortunately, Bay is waiting for him round the corner as the bomb is defused. 6-12, and 6 map points here now for Cracked as they are looking to take out map number 1.
Oh man, I actually have now just remembered where I've seen Scuba Steve before. And back when I started my little Valorant cast and down at 10 mans as well. I remember him.
Oh, the old 10-man Valorant cast. Yes, I'm in that Discord. Never actually did a cast myself, but it'll have maybe someday.
Maybe.
You never know.
Absolutely. But yeah, there's already the 2 picks. The Young Bay taken out Undreamt, and Nelvi immediately taking that one back. Senor Pepe though not giving them a chance to avenge their teammate, and Young as well just stomping on the side of Quack this time around.
That's a clip, baby.
Absolutely clip that, send it, ship it, whatever.
That's the highlight reel.
Yeah, that does hit the highlight reel. The bomb is down, sadly, though. Left Platypus for the side of Quacked. Taking this down back to a 2v2 that Villain Esports really just needs to take this. And with this slow pushing out, Quacked, left Platypus is left just quaking just a little bit, trying to wait for his opportunity to pounce and strike onto the enemy here. But Senor Pepe, look at that angle. Is he going to see him? No, he just moves behind the wall as Melvin changes around. The spike is picked up. It's found out. Sky is right open for the picking. And Senor Pepe and Platypus are pushed into better positions.
Oh, wow.
This is going to be very close. Nelvi, you need to start putting that bomb down soon. There it is. 2 seconds left on the clock. You get that spike down. But Senor Pepe still has that cam up on the side of B and knows exactly where you are. And that is not on site right now. Senor Pepe and the left Platypus now pushing up onto the side of B. Hold on. Oh, there we go. That was coming for a while. Senor Pepe onto site, fresh and live. Molly is out onto the short there, but Young pushes out the smoke, not leaving any prisoners. Senor Pepe starts to defuse. Is there enough time for Nelvi to come around that corner? Yes, there is, just in time. Stop Senor Pepe from taking that plant down, and the score is pulled away from that halved struggle that we've been seeing from Villain Esports for so long, bringing that score just a little bit closer to the mark that they so desperately need.
Well, they keep it going. Unfortunately for Platypus, I mean, he had the right idea, the ult to stop the bomb plant, but it forced them out back towards B, where it was completely open. The bomb goes down there. And of course, Platypus being so low, couldn't really do much. Pepe almost getting the whole defuse to go there. Unfortunately, can't get much done. As the Phoenix ult is being popped towards B mid here. Bay will take down the turret if he can try and get around the corner just before he roses it. He'll get one as well. Young goes down. The main fragger as well as Farah, he pushes in to try and get another pick there, but Snaggle will respond. So now the two players going down makes this a 4v4 as the flash goes in from Bay. He has the blind player but misses the spray. And now the reset sort of comes in. The push from Bathrooms over there by Platypus, so he knows that there's nothing towards this A side, at least from that position at the moment. And Pepe will respond with a pick there. It's a Spoon pushing out towards B long. And now Snaggle, the killjoy as well as everyone starts to push in here for Villain Esports. 4v3, is this the last round of this map? Scuba Steve is behind and holding this flank. There is one pushing, that is Platypus. Depending on timing, he might be able to pick up Scuba Steve here. But everyone is towards this B site now. If they're going to get in towards here, they need to make sure they do it now. The ult comes out from the brim, or the breach, I should say. Nelby goes down though, and Scuba Steve will pick up Bay. Pepe goes down, and Scuba Steve now left in the 1v2 situation to keep this one going. 19 seconds on the clock. He picks up the bomb. Oh, surely he couldn't. He's trying to mask it like he's doing something here, like he's left the site. 10 seconds. Now it becomes a problem because he has the brim waiting towards him, and he's missed his spray though. The bomb should be able to go down, but Sad Girl pushes in, and Scuba Steve, try as he might, cannot stop the inevitable. It is going to be Cracked picking up map 1 here on Bind, 13-7. And, well, just the better team in the end. There was definitely some good sign there from Villain Esports in some of the rounds. Young picking up 20 kills, but unfortunately it was just too much to come back from. 25 to Bay and 22 to Senor Pepe, really standing out there for the side of Cracked. And exactly the start they were after.
Absolutely, it started strong and it finished strong as well. That 4-point lead right at that start. It really helped Quacked push through and spearhead themselves into the side of Villains Esports as well. Those KDAs as well, it's just dirty. Like,
you love to look at it, yeah.
Oh, dude,
I mean, the big number that like stands out there, Bay, 8 first bloods. Like, that is actually insane. Very good stuff there.
Bay was just going absolutely insane. See, it rhymed. That's why it's funny.
Also, good shout out there to Sad Girl. Not too many people. Only the 9 kills for the side of Crack, but those ice walls, especially on their attacking half, were just phenomenal. But being able to get that bomb down, and I mean the Sage wall, it's a very big part of the kit, and if you manage to play it correctly, you can get it all done there. So, looking now for map 2, we're going to be moving on to Ascent for this one. This is of course the best of 2 series. So, well, one team could take, one win. With the 2 points, or it's going to be a 1-1. Oh, sorry, it's best of 3. I do apologize. So one of these teams might be heading back early. Villain now looking to see if they can bring this one back and get a pick or map pick here onto Ascent. As both teams looking like they'll be picking their players now. Scuba hanging over that Sova there. Could be an interesting play. Young sticking to the Rays, and Snaggle going towards that breach. Spoon's already locked in the Jet pick. Meanwhile, Crack just taking their time with this one. It looks like there could be a few server picks here by the looks of things. Pepe sticking towards the Cypher. And yeah, I mean, Sova, not a bad character for this map. I would have thought, Slayer.
Yeah, Sova, it has been a meta pick for Ascent for as long as I can remember, actually. Back when there was the split push onto even like the B site with the Jet going in hard, and with just Killjoy pretty much sticking on this one side of the map, just forgetting about her. You don't really
Choose
need
your
to
agent.
think too much more about it. But with the this is the funny thing as well that I've noticed. The only kind of DLC character that they've pulled into this game that has stayed kind of meta has actually been Killjoy. Everyone else, all the other characters have just been kind of pushed off to the wayside as well. And that does show in this game's lineups here, seeing that Jet, Omen, Sova, Sage, and the Phoenix for the side of Quacked, and the Sova, Brimstone, Killjoy, Jet, and Raze for the size of Villains Esports. With Villains Esports starting their game on the attack.
I mean, it does make it a lot more interesting, I guess, and, you know, it's hard for new characters to come in and, you know, being able to provide that certain, I guess, play style. But being there already a lot of attackers, I think you find it hard for characters like Euro to come in and just go in straight away. But Killjoy, that turret is really the big thing. And also just having those grenades as well, making a lot of space. It's just, I mean, it's a defender's wet dream, as you would say. You get something shooting at it without even needing to shoot. Yeah. You just get everything you could ever ask for, honestly. It's just all there as we begin our first round here on Ascent. Farrah going to be pushing out towards mid, and Spoon is going to take him down immediately. As Bay, he's going to be pushing up from short, as it's going to be Snaggle picking up Sadgirl. It's just pushing for a minute. It's beginning right away, and Scuba's going to pick up Senor Pepe as well. So they have just gone absolutely ham towards this B side through mid. Bomb will go down, 5v2 situation. And, well, Villain responding straight away after what they would have thought was a pretty poor showing over on Bind. They've started pretty well here. And they'll be holding up close. Spots and Bay as he throws down that fire to maybe regain a little bit of health. And now it is just the Omen waiting in their spots here. Platypus, try as he might to get something done, will get absolutely nothing as he goes down. And that is going to be round number 1 for Villain. They open their account quite well there.
Yeah, maybe it just wasn't Villain's map there. They've probably scrimmed on like maps like this a little bit more. But I'll be honest, with that kind of a round right there, it shows Quacked's newness. I'm trying to think of a better word than that one. It just didn't come. Yeah, we're sticking with newness for now, guys. But yeah, like as a fresh roster, there you go. That's better. They still definitely have some cracks to need out there. But here we go. First engagement comes out. Young gets that kill onto Young Bay, and Undreamt Spoon takes out Left Platypus as well, leaving all of A just undefended, trying to push their way out. There goes Boy, the Raze is just enough. And the Undreamt Spoon coming out from the backline as well, taking out those final 2, getting that sweet 3k.
Yeah, and 2 flawless rounds to begin this one. Villain jumping straight into it here over on Ascent. As now it's going to be 2, well, at least 1 full buy of all rifles here for the side of Cracked. It's going to be the Vandal pickups on Platypus, Pepe, and Bay. Also Sadgirl. Farrah will stick with the fans, and meanwhile, Scuba's got the Vandal. The rest are still sitting on the Spectres as we begin round number 3. We're going to be pushing in early towards the B side here. Going to be spotted out. Location revealed. That's Over Arrow doing work early there. It seems like they're looking to see if they can get something picked towards B, but Platypus picks up Scuba Steve, and finally it's a kill there for the side. Well, Cracked.
Take flight.
Get that early pick as now. Been looking to get some re-aggression here towards mid. A drone going out as well. See if we can spot anything. And the Bolt 1 arrow goes out, almost gets taken down there. Does Farrow, manages to get out just in time. Spoon going to take some damage themselves for that one. And now they're going to be pushing towards this A short, and the Omen blind comes in. Platypus has them blinded, can't get the kills though. And now this push onto the A side begins. Still one waiting on the side here. It's the Phoenix. It's the big man. Bay, he's going to pick up one. He's going to pick up two. He's going to pick up three. Bay goes wild, holding that A side down perfectly well. Sergo jumping on now. Spoon managed to get in towards Hell, so they're not entirely sure where they actually are. They know there's some firing happening from somewhere. Girl, you would assume is going to pick this out at some point. They think they know now. Pharaoh gets the final pick, and Bay is the man of the round, getting 3 there for Cracked. They respond, and it's 2-1 after 3, and now we might see some rifles come out here from Villain Esports.
That was an insane play by Bay. Just keeping calm, picking one at a time, but would have definitely gotten that last one if they knew where they were. That is the one part there. They just... Bay just couldn't keep track of Undreamt Spoon there, and Undreamt Spoon came up from behind and just took him out. 1-2 done. But Bay, here we go, in another position here for a potentially quick round starter, but that Rays, Bomb Buddy not making it look very nice, but young Bay still taking that frag up onto the young. Leaving himself left with 97 after a few little healing pots here and there. But here's the problem. B site is completely left open for the side of Villains Esports here. Young Bates again taking out another one from the side of Snaggle here. Scuba Steve peeking the corners here. Catches Senor Pepe out. And this is looking even now for VE as they try and push up just a little more. Scuba Steve catching the looks of Big Sad Girl. Trying to figure out what to do here. Is it to stick into that position? Maybe give it a little peek, or is he gonna go for the flank? And that's what it looks like he's gonna do here, ladies and gentlemen. There it is. Young Bay takes out Undreamt, but Nelvi, sorry, takes out 2 in the crossfire there. Left Platypus left with that 1v1 on the guns with Scuba Steve, but it just isn't enough time. Left Platypus so close to clutching that one out, but so far.
Yeah, unfortunately for Platypus, just so kind of got caught out there. If he'd gone straight for the bomb to get that defuse down, he might have had a chance, because Scuba Steve was completely blocked off there from pushing in B long. And I mean, he was just stuck out of B main. The Rays, I mean, the Sage Wall went up. Also, just the Molotov. I mean, everything was just thrown there to go, you know what, you are not getting back into this direction. Still, another round there for Villain. And now it's sort of the half buy here for Cracked on the defensive side. So Arrow going up early, not picking up anything, as 3 members of Villain moving up towards this short A area. They've had success here so far. Snaggle will get picked up by the bolt there. Molotov goes down onto Pharaoh. What's that mid position? Already Spoon pushing up, takes down Platypus. Not having too much luck there on the short side of A, and now this is where it begins. Tree Room is taken over, and Bay is going to have to go absolutely huge again. Only the Spectre on him though. It's been smoked out from Hell as the bomb goes down. And I think they're aware that there might be someone here. That could be costly. And once these smokes disappear, we could be in trouble. Snaggle is standing right next to Bay. And oh boy, he's going to pick up Young as well. Spoon gets one in return, gets a third. Finally takes down Bay, was hiding around in that Hell position. As Sparrow pushing in now to Tree. He's not going to check the right, not expecting Scuba to still be there. And Bay, again, almost pulling a rabbit out of the hat, but Spoon says enough of that. Picks up a 3K of their own for the round, and Villain Esports moving along nicely here. 4-1 after 5.
Look, it is definitely not looking like Villain Esports had their round at the first map there. And it's looking like the roles have done a bit of a backflip here. With now Villain Esports on top with 4 points and quite a lot of money compared to the likes of Qrackedteam Esports right here. as well with the ults there too, and Young taking out Senor Pepe so early in this round. It's villainous to be doing such acts there.
Cover going out.
For a push onto either site. It is Villainous Esports trying to find their way through the defenses of Quack Esports this time around. Nowhere to run. The Sova ult comes out. He finds one. Is he able to finish him off? There he goes. Left Platypus and almost catches that Sova as well. But Undreamt Spoon is doing absolute work. Big Sad Girl takes out Snaggle. But his teammate gets taken out as well. Last one alive in a 1v3 situation. It is still possible. We have seen it done before, ladies and gentlemen. But will Big Sad Girl be able to do it in this round, in this game? With the plant going down right onto A, the opposite side of Big Sad Girl. Spike gets planted. It is announced, and Sad Girl is on the move. With two active ults still up on the side of Villains Esports. Young Nelvi, sorry, I keep throwing that one up. Young Nelvi and Scuba Steve still very much up and awake. Big Sad Girl backs up just a little bit, trying to take that save. Young just missing those Vandal shots for Big Sad Girl. And Sad Girl does get away with their life for this round.
Still looking like the push might come in towards the end here, but they're not going to try and find it too much. There was a thought about it maybe, but they will just allow Sad Girl to take that one, and the Vandal is saved over. But that's really going to be the only rifle over on the side here of Cracked, and they are struggling so far on Ascent on this defensive side. Meanwhile, Villain having the time of their life. Spoon at 11-3, looking very nice, and picking up the operator as well. They've been really dominating that mid section, especially the pushes up towards mid catwalk, and then just unfortunately Platypus has not really been having the best of times over towards that tree room area, and it could happen again.
Hold that for a
I
second.
don't know if they're going to be peeking out towards mid here. Platypus though will pick up Young, trying to push early into a main in that direction. And they will take that kill. That's a gun down, possibly one they could pick up if they look to smoke it. And that is what Platypus might be doing in this regard. He sees that shiny Vandal. Also, well, saw the Spectre one there as well. And now he's not too sure about it. The spray in there from Snaggle. As this rest of the team of Villain Esports have gone over towards this B site. So the pop of ult there from Spoon. Looking to see if they can get some picks here. Here's the problem. Do they check this corner here? They do. Spoon's waiting there. They don't get the picks early, but Spoon will finally take him down. As the Killjoy ult also coming out here from Nelvi. Now this push is really starting to get going towards this B site. 2 seconds left on the clock, and now they start pushing it really hard now. They will be able to get the site and the bomb plant relatively for free. And it's going to have to be a 4v4 retake here for Cracked. They already down, and with limited guns available, they still have Sad Girl's Vandal, and Platypus has picked up that of Young's. So there's still a chance into this one. The push in from Scuba Steve, holding that angle on Farrell. He picks up one, he picks up two. Is there a third? It is Scuba Steve in this B main area going wild. Picks up three, will finally be taken out by Sad Girl. They're already at half HP though. They can relatively maybe get 1 or 2 picks. They'll get nothing. Snaggle takes down Sad Girl, and Villain Esports, they continue on their merry way here. 6-1, 4 in a row now. They are loving life at the moment here on Ascent.
Man, it's just a completely different game to what we saw that last map. And I did see some support for Villains Esports in the chat as well, saying, nah, they can take it back. And man, I am starting to believe that with all of my heart.
Also a big fan of the old Scuba Steve copy pasta that's floating around as well.
Oh yeah, that's
very good
Scuba
stuff.
Steve. Scuba Steve has million number of fans. I am one of them.
Yes, I didn't even know he had a fan club. He's insane. He must be that good.
The Scuba Steve Sand Club.
Sand club, yeah. I mean, yeah. If you love sand, then why not?
You love Scuba Steve, you love sand, go join the Scuba Steve Sand Club. I mean, there's nothing stopping that one from starting up. But what is stopping the enemies from starting up is that almost shot that Undreamt Spoon takes out Mini Pharaoh, though. Bay does take out Undreamt, but Snaggle gets that pick right back over, leaving Quack Esports on that one-man deficit. And Scuba Steve just pulling that deficit even further away. Now it is 1 to 2 players, with 2 players alive on the side of Quack and 4 up on Villians Esports. They do see that Omen's position. This is going to be a little bit dangerous for Left Platypus to stick in that area. They do have all of the angles. What is Left Platypus going to do? He's going to take out Young. That's what he's going to do. His position is revealed once again. This is absolutely terrifying if you are Left Platypus. Being found out twice, 3 times in this one area. Trying to find some more coming out. There's the block coming out, but nothing really happens there. Nelvi trying to peek out, but drops into the smoke. There it is. Snaggle takes out Left Platypus, but Senior Pope takes out Nelvi on that long angle. There it is. Snaggle's down as well. The door goes down, but doesn't wait long enough. Scuba Steve shoots through the bottom of that door and takes out Senior Pope.
And so, unfortunately for Senior Pope, or as we say in the business, Pepe, just didn't really have enough time for that door to drop down. But a good attempt there on the retake. Unfortunately, again, it's good attempts aren't going to get you ground. They've got to be great or excellent ones, and at the moment, they just can't quite find anything on this defensive side from Cracked. Meanwhile, Villain Esports, they're just loving life. Again, the operator, this time being picked up by Young. And again, it's just they've been dominating this mid area, and Spoon is going to pick up one towards A long as everyone else is going there. And already the smoke does go down in time, but I mean, just the one player is causing that much ruckus. It's literally a one-man push towards A. Platypus, though, does manage to deal with that, and he can relay that no one else has joined it, but unfortunately, because that's happened, it's already been a rotate over pretty early here. Pharaoh's going to join him. It was pretty much a full one, but Sad Girl's gone back towards B. Bay is going to stick towards that mid area, just sitting in towards Market. And well, that Sage Wall, they should be able to hear this now. And Bay does manage to get a Molotov in, so that will slow it down at least a bit. And if Pharaoh can start moving across, he will start to get at least maybe a 3v4 on the side as the push goes in. The wall starting to dissipate. And now we'll break. 43 seconds left on the clock. Sergel does have an ultimate left on them with the revive. They've almost waited a bit too long here, Villain. 30 seconds. They're going to have to start this push. They're going to have to start now. Smoke's going down. There are 3 players waiting on this site. They know where one is here. The flash goes out there, and it's going to actually pick up one Bay. Scuba Steve will get him, though, with that hit, and he gets Platypus as well. Pharaoh will take down Nelvi. 2v1 or 2v2 situation, 15 seconds. They need to get to the site, but there's one person waiting here who could just destroy it all, and it's Big Sad Girl. They try to get this bomb down. He's sitting with a classic, but he misses. The bomb will be able to go down, you would imagine. 5 seconds. The fake there from Pharaoh just to see if he can pick, or Scuba Steve to see if he can pick anything up. We'll still allow him to go down. And now the 1v1 Sova. Pharaoh has such low health. 22 on him. Scuba's got 50 at 50 arm and 100 HP as well. As the ball goes out, it distracts him. He gets the shot in, but Scuba Steve, oh, the extra health just saves the day. 16 HP, and he wins the round there for Villain. Heartbreaking for Pharaoh. Oh, you hate to see it.
That shot was insane. Looking at that from the side of Scuba Steve, it's just, look at that arrow, look right back, and then it just hits. Those are the best kind of shots you can make in this. I'm absolutely sure of that. Undreamt Spoon now looking for that mid-pick once again. Was he able to find something? You know, the location is revealed, though. They do know that there is a play down in the mid. Almost tags out that Senor Pepe. But Snaggle takes him out instead. Pushing up that mid now. Smoke's continuing to go down. Undreamt Spoon's ult is active, and a bit of a harder push potentially coming out. Undreamt checking those corners, all of those corners, and there it is. Snaggle gets him from behind, left Platypus, but Mini Pharaoh as well, taking out another player from mid, making sure that VE has that bomb down in time. Young Bay getting that shot out. The ult pops. It is now a 3v2 on the side of Quacked Esports. Now into a 1v1. Mini Pharaoh takes out Undreamt Spoon. It is now all down to Snaggle. He is on 27 HP, and Young Bay, that, man, it's just a shot through the dark. It's just too late for Snaggle to do anything. And he just falls down. And finally, another round for Quacked Esports comes on the board. Now 8-2 in favor of Villians Esports.
Yeah, and there was a bit of aggression there early from Quack. They're seeing that they need to try and control mid more. Pepe goes down. And they also lost left Platypus, who was sitting on side, got flanked around from the left there from Snaggle. But a good retake. They managed to get the numbers down, just get the picks. And the first time they've been actually able to get that retake going in this half. 2 rounds left in it. If they can pick up 4, they'd be pretty happy with that, you'd imagine. It's pretty much full binds all around. Vandals over on Scuba Steve, Snell and Young, and Phantoms on Spoon and Neville. Meanwhile, Operator onto Pepe, and it's going to come out big there. And again, that aggression, that's what they're after. Gets that and gets away with it as well. And as the aggression from Spoon to see if he can try and stop that player back from running short, he's going to get absolutely domed there by Pharaoh, who then just makes his way back towards mid, and he should be able to get back into market, and does. Smoke also going down there from Platypus and completely blocks them off, and it's leaving all 3 of these players outside towards that B main area. And now it's all about trying to get picks at this point. Rico and Dart revealing a few of them as well.
Standing ahead.
50 seconds left on the clock. And really have not done much damage to any of the players over on Cracked, as one of the nades there from Nelby going out towards that main market entrance, and he'll swing around and get Girl, so still a chance here. And Snaggle gets Pharaoh, so now things become interesting. They've got to be careful they don't quite overcommit. Still 30 seconds. They've got to come to them. That's the thing here, and it looks like that A push might be coming in now. And up towards Shot Platypus, that's the big picks. He will get 1, but he won't be able to get the seconds. But only 15 seconds left on the clock. If they can stop this plant, it's very possible. The problem is no one from the side of Cracked has started to rotate yet, and the bomb will be put down there from Snaggle.
Spike planted.
And now begins the 2v2 retake, and Pepe's got that operator, which makes it all the more difficult holding this angle now. And the flash going out, it's beautiful from Bay, and now it is just Scuba Steve left on side. He will be able to pick up 1 onto Pepe. 1v1 situation here with Bay. His head peeking out from the corner, and Bay takes him down. 15 kills here for the Phoenix man. He's going to get that defuse with 22.7 seconds left on the clock. And pick up round number 3 here for Crack. That's what they're after. 1 more available to them. And starting just to bring this one into, well, the same spot it was on the last half on the separate side there on Bind. It was 4-8 there. Looking like it could be 4-8 here as well.
Absolutely, especially with that, with the funds. Looking at both sides, you have full armors coming out from Quacked here, but quite a few halves on the side of Villains Esports. Some Bulldog as well out from Nelvy. But switching it up a little bit, Villains Esports is pushing out of that A site, is pushing into that A site straight up here. Is he going to find something? Undreamt Spoon absolutely does. Left Platypus takes out Undreamt, but that's all they can do before they could die. Bay trying to find something else, getting that runner back active, gets that flash out, and there it is, takes out Nelvy. And there it is. They have seen the likes of Scuba Steve. But will Scuba Steve see the likes of them? Definitely tries to. That's the ult out. Sees that Sova, but can't follow it up. Just missing that out. Gets the heal up, and Big Sad Girl also with the res. That's the end of the round, though. And that half with Mini Pharaoh taking out Scuba Steve.
Switching sides.
And a good half there for Villain Esports, letting a few go at the end, but 8-4, they'll be pretty happy with that as they move on to the defensive side now. And with that Killjoy and Brim Smokes, I'll be hoping to get some stuff done here. They just need the 5 rounds to take us to map number 3. Meanwhile, Cracked, well, they need to win 9 and also not allow their counter-stall their opposition to take any rounds themselves, or too many for that matter. As looking at the buy here, it's going to be armor for quite a number of the Cracked boys. Frenzy over on Platypus. And 2 of the just the armor for Nelby. Meanwhile, so it's all just the silence pistol. You know, you love the look of it. The Ghost, as it's referred to in Valorant, of course. As this mid push is coming in, they've gone straight through the smoke. It's going to be Farah sort of holding that back entrance there. Does that flash in as well? He's looking to get through, I should say. The man there, of course, the Scuba Steve is holding that. A Snaggle's going to pick up the first on the Farah. So he goes down. The push beginning onto this B side, and Nelby's waiting for Pepper to get there. Young's going to pick up another, and another 2 for Young. And now it is just Platypus left in this 1v4 situation. He's stuck all the way towards the top, just outside market. He gets flanked from the left side. Young will pick up a 3rd kill from the round, and well, Villain Esports pick up where they left off here on the defensive side, 9-4, just 4 rounds away now from taking this map out.
Look, it's getting closer and closer, and again, as you said, it is looking like the mirror matchup from last round as well, with that 8-4 finish. And the first round as well going to be E. It is looking just like the last game here, ladies and gentlemen. But this is where the similarities stop, because it is a new map, a new you, and definitely a dead Bay. Undreamt easily taking that one out, and another one as well for Undreamt, taking out Mini Pharaoh and Snaggle on that Pepe as well. Now it is down to left Platypus and Big Sad Girl to make something happen here. While it is all of the members of Villains Esports up right now, and Scuba Steve is the most hurt, and the only one hurt for that matter, on 63 HP, looking very much alive and healthy. That doesn't look good for Snaggle. He does take out Platypus, but Big Sad just runs and guns, takes him out. Snaggle is out, but Nelby is right there for that re-pick as well, taking them out of the equation.
And yeah, just a pretty easy round there for Villain Esports. I mean, they're just coming up against what was essentially just pistols, a very light buy, if anything, there for Cracked as they now move into their full buy here. It's going to be Vandals across the board, except for Farah. He's going to pick up that Phantom. It's what he's been using rifle-wise so far. Meanwhile, over on the other side of things, it's going to be, well, just the SMGs. They're basically just keeping across what they had from last round here. Judge over on Young as he's pushing up already towards that B site. And already in main, got to be careful here, Pepe. He checks that corner. That's exactly what he's going to do. He's ready for it. Just because you check it doesn't mean you're going to get the kill, though. He will take down... he will take down Pepe Young. As a refrag, though, there from the side of Scared Girl. He's going to go down to Nelby. 3v3 situation. They know the bomb is towards this B site, and now the rotate out starts to begin. As well, Snaggle was moving towards that B side, but now they're sort of aware what may be going on here. They'll be communicating, not much is happening. As Farah stays towards mid, we'll put up the recon arrow, doesn't see anything there. And sitting in there towards, just under rafters, is Snaggle, waiting on the side here. 45 seconds. 2 pushing up towards the B, well, the A main area. Meanwhile, it's going to be going through tree there for Bay's been on the top. Well, the best killer so far for the side of Cracked. He's got 18 kills. Farah, the next closest on his team with 9. He needs some of his teammates to start helping him out. as well. The push in there from Pharaoh. See if he can stop the bomb plan. He's not accepting Bay, and Pharaoh again. Well, I keep saying Pharaoh because the thing keeps showing it that. I do mean Scuba Steve. That's the one that goes down there as for Snaggle, and now we left in the 1v3. And Bay's not going to let any of that transpire any further. Gets his third kill of the round. Now he goes down, and it's a 5th round and first of the second half there for Cracked. As Villain will look to rebuy into this one.
I'm alright to say that there's only been 3Ks and 2Ks and 1s. There's nothing, I don't think there's actually been someone who's gotten above 3Ks in a single round.
There might have been 1-4. I feel like I've been seeing a lot of 3Ks. Not a lot of...
There's been
Don't think there's been any ace yet.
No,
Can't wait for
I
one of
know
those.
for a fact there hasn't been an ace yet because my vocal cords aren't hurting yet. But Senor Pepe taking some early damage there. That is not what you want to see, especially on that attack. But Jet's a Jet. You're going to do that damage either way. Oh, and look at that lift up that Nelvi knows exactly what to look for, seeing that up. And Senor Pepe takes an early fall. Very much a fall from Grace from what we saw from last game as well, coming from top of the leaderboard pretty much down to the bottom. There it is, a fight for mid. Now it's moving over to A as Snaggles takes out that Mully and finds nothing from it except his own death. Platypus taking him out through the wall and in the head. Sad to see those come out. Undreamt Spoon hearing that planks come down. The spike is down. The reload is out. He sees it, but then he panics out. Just, I hate to see that. Big Sad Girl does take out Undreamt Spoon. That leaves it in a 3v4 situation for his teammates here. Big Sad takes out Nelby, but Young takes Sad Girl out as well. Young Bay taken out, the last of Scuba Steve. And he's looking for Young as well, trying to make those frags count here, ladies and gentlemen. Maybe that fight comes down. There he goes, though. Bay finds Young. I've got that. I've got that rappers. No, it's a rapper's song. It's a rapper's song. It's a rapper name, and I just keep getting it stuck in my head. I don't know what to do about that one, honestly.
Sometimes it does happen. I mean, both names, like, they go together, so it's very hard to differentiate which ones could be which. Meanwhile, though, Villians Esports, they've got a few more worries on their minds than what the names of rappers are. Just the two ghosts well, I should say the two SMGs out. The Spectre on both Young here as they're pushing just straight up towards that, and they might be able to pick up a couple here. They get Platypus and all stuck towards top mid with that operator. That is going to be a lot of trouble there for Pepe. He's trying to get away. Is he going to be able to? That's the question. He does, but he takes a lot of damage for it, and it's a Vandal picked up there for Young. So now got a chance into this round. The Recon Bolt will reveal where Young is sitting. Sad Girl, though, picks up Spoon. And now it's a 4v4 situation. So that was the kill that they needed. Sort of even this one back up. Still, allowed a few things to come in here. The Razor goes out. Doesn't quite hit, but still giving a bit of damage there is Young. Bringing out the bomb bot as well. And he's going to get Pepe. As the push in towards the B is most likely here. Sadga will pick up Young before they push back any further. 6 to 10, 38 seconds left on the clock. And Pharaoh, will he be able to get that heal in time? He will.
30 seconds left.
If one pushes in from behind, he might have a chance here. Scuba Steve waiting. And it's going to be Nelby who's going to be holding the side. Sadgirl picks up Pepe as well. So 4v3, 19 seconds. The push needs to come in now. It could be all down to Nelby if they can just get the 1 or 2 kills, especially on that bomb they do. Sadgirl is going to go down. 10 seconds left on the clock. And no one is close enough to actually get to the bomb at this point. 6 seconds. And it's just a push in here now from Pepe. He will take down Nelby, but there is no time left. I'd say that, but Pharaoh pushes on the Scuba Steve. There was 3 seconds left. Scuba just needed to get out, but Pharaoh was having absolutely none of that. Chases him down.
Oh no.
And, well, Villain looking like they were going to pick up an 11th. They drop it. And it's now 7-10. They'd still be pretty happy, though. A good eco, taking a lot of money away there from Cracked.
Absolutely, but a lot sometimes just isn't enough, and Quacked is easily able to take back their full buy round here. But at a difference, both teams are now on that. Senor Pepe pushing back out onto that mid. Doesn't have anyone there to greet him this time around, though. Right now, it's just that point for that mid push and hold here. Both teams a little bit anxious onto what can happen here. Young Bay, Sad Girl, and Pharaoh on that A push, that A grind. Trying to find something here. And there we go. Bay pushes that X button right there. Pops his ult. Tries to find someone. But by the end of his ult, he can't find anything. That does leave the enemy team to a little bit of a time to get under him. Spoon, Young Bay. Sorry. Bay. I'm so hopeless with this. Bay does find that tag, but Scuba and Young Bay again. Scuba, though, he's just absolutely showing these guys up, trying to take this one out. But there it is, one player left. Platypus takes out Scuba, and Snaggle is there trying to find something. Potentially, he does find Pepe in the end there. What's going to go on? Is he trying to push it in? No, he figures out there's not enough time left to do what I want to do here. Let's push out. Let's recruit the team and go at it again next round.
Sadgill also dying on site there, not entirely sure why they didn't leave. Expecting, I guess, for a late push from Snaggle, who will be able to save across the Phantom, but that's really going to be probably the best thing. I mean, Scuba and Spoon could probably buy into this one if they'd like to, but Young is really low. And it looks like it's just going to be Sheriffs, maybe on Nelvi. At least there's going to be Scuba picking up an SMG look there. But yeah, just pistols and armor for most of the team. A couple of SMGs, a Stinger over there towards the side of Spoon, who thinks about pushing towards that A main. It doesn't get anything there, but Pepe is immediately going to get a pick over towards the B side. This is where they start the push in now. Snaggle with the refrag though onto him there. 4v4 situation, and Spoon picks up Platypus. Bay responds with a push in there towards Market. And they know one is sitting towards that B, back towards the spawn site. Elvie picks up Sad Girl though. And all of a sudden, this round is very winnable here for Villain. 3v2, the hold here, Bay. If he watches this angle, he might be able to pick up the gun to the jet. He won't, but Pharaoh has managed to get Scuba Steve. So now, 1v2 situation. The problem is the bomb is stuck on this B site. And the flank around here, all the way around. He's going on a big run here as Spoon. He is going all the way to A, which... So I actually don't think they know the bomb's there.
I have the spike.
I don't think Spoon does. So now he's picked it up, and now Nelvi is aware of what's happening. The spray's coming in from both players. They can't kill each other. Nelvi is so low, just needs to delay as long as possible. Just swings out and hits Pharaoh right in the head. The one tap is beautiful there. And that is going to be round number 11. Villain. Oof, Nelvi, that is crisp on the Sheriff. And now just 2 rounds away from taking us to map number 3.
It is so close yet so far for the side of man, my brain just turned off.
Cracked. I think your mind's cracked.
Yeah, I reckon so. We're between Young Bay and Phoenix guessing what team is which. But the 2 kills off from both of those, take it away, man.
Well, we've lost Slayer there for a second as this round is still getting underway. So there was that peek early there from the side of Villain is immediately knocked back there as well from Cracked. 4v4, and they could have pushed straight on towards A here, but they've decided to regroup and go slow towards B. It has forced rotations here from Young to join the side of Snaggle here. And still a lot of utility being used here from Pepe. So he's just providing the distraction at the moment. 55 seconds, and now this is where this push begins towards this B site. Just the Killjoy waiting. It's going to have to be work here from Nelvi if he hopes to keep this site locked down. Does have the utility and gets already a few HPs down. He's heading towards this boathouse area. He will pick up one, but Sargill's there for the refrag. 3v3, the bomb going down, and Pepe towards mid. They don't know if they're going to check this one completely. They don't. Snaggle gets one. Well, Snaggle gets taken down. Pepe gets that one there. He tries to cross to the smoke, but Young is actually going to pick him up. 2v2 now. Platypus responds, though, with a push out there into the market area. And now Scuba Steve. He's done so much so far on this map. Can he take it one step further to get round number 12 and 4 match points here for the side of Villain Esports? It's not looking too likely. Time is already ticking away as he's trying to get back in towards this site. He doesn't look like he's going to bother at all. He might be looking for possibly an exit. He does have Platypus pushing towards this area, and if Platypus doesn't check that, he is going to go towards it, actually. So it's going to be who can aim the better. Scuba slightly misses it, and he will take that one down. But Sargill again dies to the bomb. That is the second time in this map that has happened. And they lose the gun. It's got to be a rebuy. It's not the worst thing in the world, but you do lose a bit of money doing that. And when you're only a couple of rounds away from being taken out on the map, every single penny counts.
Well, this could potentially be the last map of the game, and it's kind of quickly sinking in for Quacked Esports here. With 4 ults up on the table, it is definitely no man's land, especially when it comes down to what Quacked's going to do here. Getting out of your way, Senor Pepe gets that easy kill onto Unrempt Spoon. Pushing right onto that A site, trying to find something else here as well. Can they find it? Yes, they do. Scuba Steve is down, trying to find something else. Young Bay on that side. Nelvi does take down Senor Pepe as well. I did it again. Like Platypus trying to find that tag onto Nelvi, but Nelvi's just taken down the walls there. Picking up a new gun, 6 shots in it. Yeah, let's give that one a reload. It's Bay takes out Nelvi with that clean headshot with the Vandal. Snaggle, what are you trying to find here with that 1v4? There is not much you can do in this kind of a situation. Just sit back, relax, take a seat, hope that you don't get shot down. Wait.
Oh no. Surely not.
Oh no. Surely not.
There's no time. There has to be. There's no time here. Oh my god.
Wait.
No.
Oh, that was so close! With bated breath!
Oh!
Snaggle! If only! No, if only! Snaggle, you were so close!
0.1.
Oh, my mans! He
Honestly,
took
that was
the
such a good
chance.
play, because he wasn't throwing anything away. All he had was the frenzy. He almost pulled it off. If he had done that, would have been crazy to give the match points. But as it stands, that 0.1 second that he misses out on that bomb defuse means that it's going to be round number 10 here for Cracked. They have brought this one all the way back, and they're almost even. Villain at least will have the full buy. Young is going to be short on the armor, though, and they're just pushing straight towards mid here. They've got a new sense of confidence. They've won 6 of the past 7 rounds, and they have really just come alive here on the attacking half. Already going towards market. The smoke goes down, though, and now they decide to retreat slightly. There's 2 waiting towards this tree room as they go back towards A as quickly as possible now. So they sort of get the idea it might be happening. Snaggle holding that tree room area. That angle is going to prove very, very key in what could happen here. He puts down the smoke and now pushes in as big as possible, and he just shoots that angle and takes down Farah. That is a really smart play there from Snaggle. Reveals he's there, but that big kill there as Bay, though, responds onto the one on A main, and that's Spoon down. And now Snaggle's got to relocate towards Heaven. The push starting to come in, and Pepe's going to pick up Young K towards mid as he's trying to rotate as well. And Scuba, who was going towards Heaven, now thinks, hang on, I've got to check behind me in case anything's happening. And Snaggle again. Well, there's a lot of pressure on you, mate. Sitting towards Helby swings out, but Sad Girl's waiting, as is Platypus. They take him down 4v2. And it looks like we are going to be all even up. Both coming in towards Heaven now are Scuba Steve and also Nelvi. But, I mean, what can they realistically do at this point? Possibly if they get some kills, but the moment they do, their information, where they're going to be, is going to be revealed to the rest of the teams there. Scuba Steve is just waiting to see if he can get anything done. Nelvi will pick up Pepe, even though he knew where he was. The bomb, now the tree room push might come in. 10 to 11. The Killjoy defense, though, that might be enough to do it both. Trying to push back as far as possible. Now the defuse comes in. If they can hold this properly, they might have a chance. Nelvi gets one, but that is all they're going to get. Bay and Sergel pick up the last two, and that is round number 11. And ooh, just before they went off, Bay does survive with the gun. We are all tied up. This was sitting at about 10 to... This was sitting at 10 to 4. It is now 11 apiece, and Villain have no money whatsoever.
This game could not be getting any closer than it is right now, ladies and gentlemen, as we push into our 23rd round of the map. That is more than I can count on my 2 hands and toes combined. But pushing onto B sites is going to be Qracked Esports. They don't seem to have found each other. Nelvi trying to find that, and he does pick up Left Platypus, who did have the superior gun. Will this make the difference? No, it won't. Big Sad Girl denying any sort of use out of that Vandal from Nelvi there, and rezzing up their ally in the making as well. Senor Pepe takes out Snaggle, trying to find something else. Undreamt takes that now Mini Pharaoh, but Senor takes out Scuba. Undreamt pushing back into that site, takes out Sad Girl. Young pushes further in. Bay tags out, and there it is. Senor Pepe from the back takes out Undreamt, and Left Platypus takes that gunfight versus the last player on site. And match point is now, could anyone have guessed it, towards the side of Qracked Esports.
12 to 11. If you'd told me that Qracked would be in this position at 10 to 4, you'd have me laughing, but it's realistic now, and it's really, I mean, Villain, they've just thrown together what they can. They've got all of their stuff on this round. This is it. And it's going to be scooping up the run as well, and the push in from both Jets. They've both popped their ults. Snaggle manages to get away just in time, but the problem is the A side is completely open. It's going to be actually getting in only as the Brimstone ult goes in. The push also there from Bay. Doesn't pick up anything, does get a bit of info in Spoon. Oh, this could be huge if he gets that push in to try and get something done, but that Molotov goes down before he can consider doing anything there. And even with all that action, no one really takes any damage. Scuba Steve's going to pick up Pharaoh though, and that's the big pick they needed over towards that A site. He won't be able to get away though as Platypus gets in, but Snaggle gets Bays. He's waiting there towards A as well. 3v4. They're trying to take this one to OT, and they're doing everything in their best efforts to. Spoon towards mid, misses the spray. It doesn't quite connect. Does a huge amount of damage though towards Platypus. And now they've got to try and just push in towards this B side, but Nelvi's having none of it. Takes down Senor Pepe, 4v2. Saga will be able to get a healing on here to Platypus, but no armor. Does know that the Jet is pushing in towards top, and Spoon will go down. 26 seconds. They've got to commit to this B side, you'd imagine. They've got no time to go to A, but they might try it here. There's no way they can get this in time. 19, 18. It's just popping down as quickly as possible. Snaggle will get Sad Girl as well, and that's the spike gone. Yeah, Platypus, my man, you don't have that, but Snaggle has you. We're going to OT, ladies and gentlemen. 12 apiece. Villain keep it going on map number 2. And it's not quite the romp back there for Qracked, but they'll be happy they've gotten to OT considering where they were. And now we reset. Everyone's got the same money. Everyone's got the same abilities, or well, not the same abilities, but full of them. It's anyone's game now.
Look, this is just getting more and more interesting every round this goes on. First, it's the comeback, you know. First it's the swap around, then it's the comeback that we were looking for with map 1. And now it's the overtime that could actually be anyone's game at this point. We do have a coming out from the Pepe. Wasn't gonna find anything. He was moving at the time. He shot, just misses that out. And the kill does not go to him. Snaggle, what a nice shot onto Bay here. But that is down one side for the short call and all chat. Absolutely love it. For Mini Pharaoh as well. That's a absolutely nice shot right onto Nelvi there. Now 4 apiece. Never mind, it is 2-4. Undreamt and Scuba easily taking out the 2 players from A that were pushing up a little bit on to mid. Now it is back down to a 2v2. Big Sad Girl takes out 2 of their players. Undreamt Spoon, the latest of their killings. Trying to find something extra here. Did see the backpack of Young. Scuba Steve pushing onto that into tree as well. Sad Girl still looking there, man. And Young 1K
30 seconds
does
left.
pick out the notorious Big Sad Girl that was just ruining their team just beforehand. Mini Pharaoh, what are you gonna do here? You know what's going on. The location was revealed. Did they pick up on it? Maybe Young 1K saw it.
10 seconds left.
That would be about
Spike
it.
planted.
10 seconds hits the clock, but the spike is planted down onto B site. Mini Pharaoh left in this 1v2 for the ages. This is round 1 of overtime, ladies and gentlemen. This can be anyone's game. Mini Pharaoh trying to find that frag on Scuba Steve, but Young 1K, look out, he's got the melee out. Just pushing out a little bit too far for it. He does pull out the gun once again and tags out Mini Pharaoh for the round to end up. That is a round in the favor of Villians Esports, and that takes it to match point in favor, once again, of Villians Esports, bringing the overtime to 12-13.
Get that one rolling, and well played there from Scuba Steve. He just had to sort of bait and just do that battle with Pharaoh back and forth, and just wait until Young got in behind, takes it out, and they convert those early kills. It looked a bit dodgy there towards the end of that round, but they get it done, and now Cracked, they need to win this round on attack to keep us going in this OT. Can they get it done? It's pretty much a full stack towards a site. As I say that, though, Platypus went out towards mid, and he's gone down, picked off there by Spoon, and now they're pushing towards A here. They've just gone straight for it. There's already mid Spoon and also the Brim pushing in towards here. Snaggle will go down. Bay picks up that. If he can get a second there, he might be able to bring this one. He gets in towards Tree Room before they can see it. They might be coming over that he's close there. And that's why Young is just being very careful as they come around the corner. I don't know if they're waiting for the corner. They get it, though. And now Saga will pick up Spoon. 3v2, 56 seconds on the clock, and Pharaoh smokes towards Tree Room as well. Now it's a real challenge here. Sagal picks up Scuba D, and it's Nelvi left in the 1v2. This was a 3v2. A 4v2 even at one point. And now it has gone all downhill here for Villians Esports. They had a chance to win this one out, and now the bomb has been planted all the way back towards the site. They can just sit here at A main and just jump out at each other. The slow orb doesn't... Oh, I mean, it lands kind of perfectly in the end. Also, the recon should be able to reveal something. It's destroyed before it does get quite anything done. I say that, though, Pharaoh, why did he do the peek there? And, oh, if he just holds this here, he actually might have a chance. He should be able to get half. No, there's no way he holds this all the way. He does the half bit there, and he also gets Sad Girl. And now it is just Platypus left in this 1v1 situation. The blind is perfect, though, and he'll take him down. A great play from Nelvi. They almost got it done there for Villain, but we go on to overtime number 2. We keep going, ladies and gentlemen. This train has no brakes.
Absolutely no brakes, no chill whatsoever either. It is just punch, punch. Who's going to be the first defending team to take a map? take a round. I reckon this is what it's going to come down to, and it does come down to that a lot in some overtimes that I have seen around in my day. But as we see, Platypus, what a shot onto Young 1K right there. Nice opener up for the round, directly on for the side of Qwracked Esports. Are they able to find someone else while they're at it as well? What's gonna happen here? Nelvi, sorry, almost takes out Bay, but just a little bit quicker on that trigger finger right there. It is now down to 3 players on the side of Villians Esports and 4 for the side of Qwracked, as Senor Pepe is taken down once again. It is looking like it's going to be a mid-B potential split here, with Mini Pharaoh and Scuba Steve, the equals of the both teams, both playing Sova, both looking down mid, both so close to seeing their counterpart, yet so far.
30 seconds left.
They're just waiting each other out. Both teams trying to figure out who will peak first, and it's going to be both of them from my count, I'll be honest. But there we go, Unsplattermelon, Snaggle, that is a nice frag onto Mini Pharaoh. There is only one more player on the side of B there, and Undreamt Spoon takes him out. 10 seconds left on the clock. The spike starts to go down, and it will definitely make it. Time, the spike is planted. Scuba Steve, what a shot onto Big Sad Girl. Is he able to take out Left Platypus? No, he's not. Left Platypus continues his siege up mid and through market here, shadowing out his left side there. Now he's only got 2 angles to worry about here, ladies and gentlemen. But Undreamt, he's coming from the back end. Is he going to watch out for it? No, he's not. Undreamt, that's a nice shot onto Left Platypus. The attackers once again are taking out all of the defenders.
Match point.
Match point again.
Yeah, I mean, the 5v3 situation they got that one into there for Qrackedteam, they'd be so bitterly disappointed they let that one slip, and it was just that push in towards B there. Pharaoh, he held his nerve for so long, and he probably just stayed around a market for just that second too quickly. And I mean, also Senor Pepe really didn't need to peek up there towards that mid catwalk, but he does. Goes down, and I mean, the rest is history from there. Villain Esports do a fantastic job to take the round. Now they, again, just 1 round away from taking this map pick and taking us to a 3rd one. As now we find the side of Qwracked left on the attacking bit here. Pepe going to be picking up that orb as well. And towards the top mid, that's where it could get interesting. Bay will take down Spoon, though, so they've immediately got that first pick. There's 2 people on this B side waiting, though, and Young's going to pick up Senor Pepe. The satchel goes down as well. Platypus, though, is ready for that. Takes down Young and keeps their advantage going here. The bomb is stuck in towards mid, though. This mid Caballero is Pharaoh. He's got to be careful about this push in from Snuggle. He's looking to try and get through mid. And, Pharaoh, if he just holds this angle, he should be able to know what's happening. Bay makes him aware that Snaggle was in that position, and Pharaoh takes him down. 4v2, the bomb can finally get towards the site. It does now, but there's still Nelvi waiting here. Now they know that there's Killjoy waiting on site. Sadgirl will pick up Nelvi. 1v4 now here for Scuba. He's done a lot of crazy things on this map, but this might be one step too far. He starts it off all right, though. We'll pick up Bay, but now he's so low on health, sitting at just the 60 HP, no armor either. Does have a drone and 1 shock dart to see if he can get back in towards this site, but there's so many angles to worry about. The Recon bolt goes out, immediately destroyed though. He knows Platypus might be towards B main. Doesn't matter if you know he's there, Chief, because that is all she wrote. He goes down.
Overtime.
And, well, 14 apiece. It's overtime number 3. Again, we ain't stopping. We just keep going and going and going.
Man, this overtime train is just not stopping. It is just bypassing all of it. It is express. This is an express line. You should have checked before you got on board, ladies and gentlemen. But here we go. What are we looking for? We are looking for the last ace in this lost hand. We are looking for the defense win. This is all it is, the defense and the attack. That's all we need from one of these teams, and it's always been attack, 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 attack. No one has won the defense yet in these overtimes. It's just the amount of pressure for this, especially for having this as the second map. It can end right here, ladies and gentlemen, or it can continue on. But Young takes out the left platypus, and Senor Pope takes out Snaggle once again. It is both equal once again. Ladies and gentlemen, this is just getting so close so many times. It is even and even and evens out every single time you look back and you think it's about to end. It's not done yet. Now, Young Scuba, it is looking like the A push is about to swap over. Neville takes out Mini Pharaoh, and Young and Bay there takes out Scuba. Another one for Bay, and the Dreamt takes out for his teammates. Again, it ends up in a 2v2, but Pepe takes out the Young 1K. Come on, man, this is so close. Undreamt Spoon, you can take it. This is yours to win. You are that river in a desert, but no, he's not. Senor, this is the defender's win we were looking for. It is quite possible that this round is going to be the last. Ladies and gentlemen, we have our potential win coming out. If only they can stick to this attackers win that we've been seeing this whole time. It is insane. Once again,
take a breath.
Always been
take a breath,
attackers.
Big man. You've done it. Well, it's all now on to Cracked Esports. They've taken the defensive round. Now they have a chance to attack, and Platypus starts it off immediately with a pick on towards Spoon. And now they're really going to start accelerating towards this A side. They know Tree Room's pretty clear. The Heaven push out here needs to pick up something here from Scuba. He'll get one, but Bait immediately responds there as Snaggle. He's already trying to take down that Tree Room door. He pushes out and gets Pepe. He almost sees Bay there. 3v3, Bombers down. And now this is what it comes down to here, the push in. Oh, Pharaoh! He knows Snaggle's there. He's trying to do his bombs, and that is a huge kill. 3v2. Is this where the road ends for Villain Esports? Holding towards that side is Bay. He knows someone's towards Heaven. Young will get one, and Never gets a second. And now all of a sudden, they've swung it back. It was a 3v2. Platypus gets the kill there onto Nelvi, and now it is a 1v1 for this map. The bomb is ticking down. Young, you've got to get on that. He starts the defuse. He peeks back out. He's waiting for the swing in from the Omen. He has to hold it now, but he still gets it. Can he get the defuse in time? The bomb is ticking down. Oh, does he get it? Does he get it? Does he get it? He's
That's it!
down.
That's it!
14. And Cracked take it all the way from 10-4 down. They bring it back. What a game of Valorant. And what a way to end the series. Cracked take it 2-0, but all credit to Villain Esports. They gave us a show that we are not soon to forget.
CG! What an overtime. Absolutely. That was just excitement and just edge of your seat as you could get. It got so close so many times. As you could see, the overtimes just kept coming and coming and coming. He should be stopping at 13, but both teams have gone over. And in the case of Quacked, they've gone 3 over the score, what was supposed to be. That is a overtime that I think this is the longest overtime that I've actually seen so far. And it was
what would be a
too.
usual round in or map in Counter-Strike 16-14 win. That's overtime for Valorant, and they took it all the way as quickly as possible. Unfortunately, there in the end for Villain Esports, they just couldn't quite get the job done, try as they might. I mean, Bay, 35 kills for Crack. That is insane. He carried the team hard. He definitely had help along the way, but sometimes you just got to put your team on your shoulders and say, you know what, fellas, we're heading towards that win, and I'm going to take you straight towards it. And all credit to him, and all credit to Cracked. They really dominated Bind 13-7, and I mean here they were down at one stage 8-1, on a sense. And I mean, it is an attacking half, and they were starting on or attacking map, and they were starting on that defensive side, which means they were always going to struggle in that regard early on. But still, to bring that back, especially at 10-4, a very fantastic showing. Villain, I mean, they're going to be disappointed. They would have thought they really had that map under wraps, and unfortunately, it is their second loss after going down last week 2-1 to Swinburne Black. They'll take a 2-0 loss here to the side of Qrackedteam, and it was the only game as well for this week 2 in Division 3. I mean, Slayer, is there anything else you want to add on? I mean, both of these teams, they gave us something to watch that we won't soon forget. Any comments you might have for certain players? I mean, you had an MVP out of everyone there?
Oh, look, I'm gonna be honest. It's both on our minds. Come on. He just kept coming at it, especially at the end there as well. Look, his name has forgotten. The man with 35 kills, the man, the myth, the legend.
That would be Bay.
Take it away. That would be Bay. Otherwise known as a young Bay, for me at least. So about as bad as Kerberos, I'm gonna be honest. But anyway, that showing at the end there, especially, he just kept it going. He kept his team alive. He kept it pushed. As I said, there's a big aspect of you need to keep that pressure in. And Bay just living at the end was that pressure. Was that boogeyman in the dark. You know, is he going to be around the corner? Is it going to be a little bit someone easier? But no, like half the time it was Bay, I'll be honest. You know, he was everywhere. He had headshots after headshot after headshot. And he was just mincing Villians Esports at the end there. Kudos to you, man.
Well, he does the job in the end for his team, the one they needed. And, I mean, just watching back at a lot of those replays, that last round there, and probably the deciding factor in the end, even though the 2 kills came into Villian Esports, Snaggle, he went for those smokes down. And unfortunately, the moment he tried to do that, Pharaoh push around the corner, picks him up. But, I mean, Platypus as well. That 1v2 situation is never easy, but he just managed to play it perfectly. And unfortunately, Young just didn't have enough time on that bomb. It was so very, very close. But in the end, Villain, they are going to have to let that one go. And, well, they'd be disappointed in themselves, I reckon. They probably thought they had this map at least wrapped up. And imagine, we could have been going for another hour here. It could have been another overtime on a map 3. That would have been a whole lot of fun. I mean, I think we were all very much prepared for that, the way it was going.
Oh, yeah.
But Cracked, I mean, their first game of the season, they, of course, forfeited their first game last week. I don't know why they bothered forfeiting with a performance like that, because
I think I
pretty
have
fresh.
the answer for that.
Oh, even better.
I think I do have the answer for that, and that is that this is the first time Cracked has played as a team. Would you believe it? Cracked might have actually had a few players missing from their roster, and they have come in on their first game so strong.
Well, that would explain a few things, I'd imagine. Like the word playing last week, at least.
Yes, absolutely. But do you reckon it's time to go back to our Patreon sponsors? I reckon it might.
You know, that could be something to do. I mean, we already did them earlier, but why not? I mean, they're our Patreon supporters for AO Esports. Remember, if you guys want to, please go to AOE Esports on Patreon. If you donate just a few dollars, you can get a whole lot of behind-the-scenes footage, extra knowledge, the podcast, all the stuff you could want. And I mean, all the money goes to making these tournaments possible. And it gives us, you know, something to cast and do every week. I mean, we didn't really have... Well, we thought we had a game earlier. We ended up getting this one. And I'm going to be honest, we didn't get disappointed with what was a replacement match. Oh, no, but those guys, of course, for the Patreon, that is Galileo, Random Thing, Kerberos, Raiden, and Lamington. Shout out to all of those guys. Thank you very much for giving to the AOE Sports Patreon. And on that note, that is going to do it from myself and Slayer for this evening. I hope you've all had a fantastic one. We sure have enjoyed ourselves.
Absolutely.
Or at least I know I have. Slayer, I'm
I
sure
have
you've
as
enjoyed
well,
yourself
absolutely.
as well.
Been great.
It's been a whole lot of fun from both of our ends, but congratulations to Cracked Esports for the win. Bad luck to Villain Esports. We will catch you guys next week on Friday, 7 p.m, same time. Maybe the same casters, who knows? Could be different ones. Also, tomorrow night is the AOL, which is the Overwatch League that will be streaming here again on AOE Esports. Make sure you check that out, same time. And from myself and from also Slayer, we wish everyone a good night. If you're in Melbourne, enjoy your lockdown. And if you're in the rest of Australia, enjoy your weekend. We'll catch you next time.
Okay, see you guys.